Okay, guys, sorry. I just want to let you know that my eye is kind of weird. But anyway, so how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, I wanted to get on here and kind of go over kind of my little story. So most of you know I am in a company called MONAT, and I actually came in contact with MONAT back in October, actually September. And I just wanted to kind of share with you guys. My name is Jessica Snowden. I am a founder, market mentor with MONAT Global. And I came in with contact with MONAT back in October, like I said, September. And I apologize for the noise in the background. It's my 12-year-old son. So anyway, you never know what you're going to get. Anyway, so I came in contact with MONAT through Facebook. I was actually was going on another trip with another company, and I actually got to see MONAT on my Facebook page. So I was checking it out and kind of stalking the one that I came in contact with. And she was posting about how she had just got back from Miami and got to go see MONAT. And I really wasn't searching for something, but it's like MONAT found me. I had been praying for something like every single week. I was an RN, I am an RN, and I worked 50 hours a week, living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, yeah, I make good money, but you know, you extend your means, and having 3 kids and all in school, you just live paycheck to paycheck. My job was an hour away. So I would drive an hour and come home an hour. So my commute was like 2 hours. And so I was wanting something. I wanted to get out. And I had seen the power of network marketing, and I knew that I could, but I needed to find the right vehicle. So my other company, I just kind of fell forward. I mean, I tried so hard, but I just couldn't get going. I mean, I would get someone and I'd fall. I'd get someone and I'd fall. And I just felt very frustrated with it. But I knew, I kept trying. I kept learning. You know, they say the more you learn, the more you earn. And I would read books. I would follow, webcasts. I mean, all kinds of things on Facebook and things. And I wanted it. I got back from a conference with another company. Like I said, wasn't searching for anything, and MONAT just kept on popping up. It was like God was placing it there. It was like a flashing sign, and I was like, not now, God, and he's like, here it is, and I'm like, no. Well, anyway, 7 days after the month in October when it had launched, I just was like, okay, I got to do something. So I messaged Julie, who is my upline, and I just said, hey, tell me more about this product. You got to tell me more. And so she did. I've looked back to see exactly how it went, but I saw in the news feed, I saw in the message that she had told me all about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I just felt like I had to do it. So I jumped in. It was crazy because she was like, okay, at that time they only had 1 package, and I was like, well, I don't have the money, but I believe in this. Like, this is it. This is my chance. And it was like, God was like, hey, I want you to do this, because he gave me the money to do it. In that paycheck that I was going to sign up, I said, when I get paid, I'm going to do it. And they're like, okay. So anyway, I got paid. Guess what? I got a bonus, and it covered exactly what I needed for that package. And it was just God provided. And so I got in, and like most of you, they had the MMP, the rank. If you get, your builder bonuses, you get $100, $120. And I was like, okay, cool. So I, started sharing it. No one really was like, what? Shampoo? I'm not going to pay that, kind of thing. And but I believed. And it was like at that point where I had actually even like put down like my goals and like written down. It was crazy. I had written down, and I still have the sheet to this day, and it says retire from my job, stay home with my 3 kids, May 2015. Well, this was in October that I written this, but I knew. And I got serious. I mean, we even cleaned out my closet. I would take you in there, but it's kind of scary. Where I put a desk in there and I put everything up, and it was like my vision board, and I saw it every single day when I was going to work, and I just believed, you know, I would tell people where I was going, and I seriously suggest that you do that, guys. The way people follow you is they want to go where you're going. If you believe you're going there, it's going to happen. If you don't believe, who else is going to believe you? So anyway, like I said, started sharing, and I didn't even get anybody. Like, I didn't get a builder bonus. I didn't get anything. But I knew that I kept on sharing. I kept on planting those seeds. I was consistent. Be consistent, you know? Be consistent. And so, anyway, December, Julie would like call me, and I would be like, I have shared this with, I've done this. And she was like, okay. And so, anyway, December came along, and I had one-on-ones, like, scheduled. People were actually commenting on Facebook, and they're like, hey, you know, you need to know. I want to know more about this product. And I was like, okay, cool. So I got my first person, and she signed up with a 99 pack. And I was like, sweet. She's going to buy her big pack in January. And that was Ashley Thomas, Elizabeth Marquez, like all of these people. Mandy Tatro, I actually told her, and it was like it was lining up. And I was like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So the new year rolls around, and I've written down my goals, and I was like, okay, it's going to happen. Like, I still believe. And so January, like, I had 8 people. That's it. And it went 8 people, and it went bam, 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 bam. And I went to, and it was like the last month, you know, you have like 3 full months, and you hit, you know, you get that bonus 150. And I was like, okay, if I don't hit it this month, I'm going to lose out on that bonus. So I'm going to hit it. So I hit MMP, AMB, and then MB, all in the month of January. I was like, oh, sweet, awesome. So I think that month I got my first check. We had went to the hotel in Disney, like the hotel we're going to for Leadership Summit. We're actually going to Orlando to stay at the Bonnet Creek. I went there for a cardio conference. Who would have thought it's the same hotel? But went there, and my husband and I were struggling. Like, we had enough money, like, to get there and stuff, but like, I had to pay for his way, and we paid for our meals, and we went to Disney World, and we were like barely getting by. But I remember the feeling of we went to Disney World for like one day, or Magic Kingdom for one day. And I remember being in the Magic Kingdom and thinking, and my team was growing. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm on vacation, like, but my team is growing. Like, I saw the power of network marketing, leverage, right? One person doing over and over, and you duplication. And so it was insane. And I just remember that feeling, and I was like, you know what? I want to come back here. Like, but I don't want to struggle. Like, I remember my husband and I were sitting in the hotel, like, we barely had enough money to even get home. Like, it was scary. Like, we're like, okay, please God, don't let anything happen. You know, let us make our flights and stuff. Like, but I remember thinking in my head, like, I do not want to be here anymore. I'm sick of this. Like, I want to provide for my family, but I also want to be available. Like, I want to have time freedom, but I also want to have the money to be able to do stuff, enjoy stuff. And so it was kind of like a gut check. It was like that time where it was like, it's going to happen. So anyway, January, like I said, hit Market Builder. That next month I got a check. It was like, close to $1,200, and I thought, wow, crazy. I mean, my other company, that's as much more than I had made in my other company. Like, I was like, in one check, I was like, whoa. And I saw the power. And so then I just, you know, I got with my team, and I was like, okay, duplication, that's where it's at. So I got with them, and I teamed up with them, and we created a system, Facebook messages, where you become a group message, you put them together, and that really helps, like, you bring like a 3-way phone call, but that's what I used. I leveraged that, and that's what grew my team. So I had about 40 at the end of January, went into February. I wanted to hit Managing Market Builder. I hit Managing Market Builder at the end of that month. I remember my next check was like $1,500. Then the next month I wanted to hit AMM, but we didn't hit it. But it was a God thing. God knew exactly what I needed. We were growing consistently. That month I hit Market Builder again, Managing Market Builder again, but didn't hit AMM. Then the next month I hit, I passed AMM, and then the next month I was going for Founder, and I knew that I would hit I knew it needed enough, and I got the numbers. It was insane. I got the numbers, but I needed just so much from this one line. And it was funny because the girl below me, Ashley, she hit founder right before me, which was awesome, because that's what it's about. It's not about you, it's about your team. And so she hit founder, and then I hit founder a couple days later, which was amazing. And it was just crazy. I mean, because I remember thinking, like, can I be founder? Like, can I be a leader? And it was like, when that month that I just said, you know what, like, I'm ready for it. Like, this is the time. And God provides for you and gives it to you when you are ready. So if you're in a place where you think, God, I'm not going as fast as the other people, hey, it's okay. It's where God wants you. You want a strong base. You want a strong team, so that when you do get to a leadership rank, you're able to hold it. And when you get to founder, you're able to handle things. There's a reason for everything. So don't think that it's not going to happen, because if you believe it's going to happen, like, write it down and be consistent and take daily action. I promise you it will happen. So this last month in July 10th was my last day. You know, I got to walk away from my job as an RN full time. I'm at home, and like this last week, I can't even tell you like what it's felt like to stay at home. Like, I could cry talking about it, but it's just amazing to be able to be home with my kids, like to be able to spend time with them and to be able to see them do things and be a mom, you know. And when you're working full time, it's almost like you struggle and you try to get by. And not to say that full time is bad, but there's a better way. I mean, there's such a better way. And so I want you guys to realize that. Like, I want you guys to know what it's like to be able to stay at home. So anyway, I'm just wanted to share my story. Like, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So, if you're on here and you've never ever knew about MONAT, hey, search me out, find me, because I would be blessed to tell you. So thank you guys, and I am so glad I got to share my story with you guys, and you have a blessed night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.